Hello, welcome to V.L.C's kitchen. Today I will be making a ground turkey meatloaf. I have 2 pounds of ground turkey. I have 1 whole egg and 1 egg white beaten. I have Cajun seasoning, 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I also have 5 cloves of finely minced garlic, 1 medium onion finely diced, and 2 serrano peppers finely diced. I will also be having homemade mashed potatoes. I have my potatoes in my water ready to boil. I'm also gonna add 6 cloves of garlic to my water so that the garlic can boil with the potatoes and that gives it extra flavor. I'm gonna go ahead and put my potatoes on my stove. I have them on a high heat so they can boil about an hour. We will also be having steamed spinach. I have the spinach that you can steam in the bag, just pop it in the microwave so that you can have some delicious greens with your meal. Now I'm gonna combine my ingredients to make my ground turkey meatloaf. I'm adding the 2 pounds of ground turkey to my pan, and I'm just gonna add all the ingredients. First, my eggs, my garlic, onions, serrano peppers, my Cajun seasoning, onion powder, and garlic powder. And I also wanted to let you know I use serrano peppers. You guys can substitute those for jalapenos and also regular bell peppers if you don't want the kick. I like a kick. So I'm gonna mix up my ingredients. And once they're mixed, I'll be ready to shake my loaf. Okay, so I have my ingredients combined for my ground turkey meatloaf. I have it in the pan, and I'm gonna show you how to shape it perfectly. You don't need a loaf pan. So it's real simple, you guys. It's almost there. And I forgot to mention the type of ground turkey that I have. I have the 85% lean, 15% fat. Okay? Once you get it to a shape that you like, and this is a shape that I like, so there's my ground turkey loaf. I preheated my oven on 375 degrees, and I'm gonna bake this for 45 minutes to an hour. Now I'm gonna pop my ground turkey meatloaf in the oven, and I'm gonna make my sauce. And now I'm gonna make my famous topping to put on top of my ground turkey meatloaf. I use mesquite barbecue sauce, ketchup, and spicy brown mustard. I have a cup of the mesquite barbecue sauce. And I'm gonna add my ketchup. This is 1/3 cup. And my mustard. 1 tablespoon of the spicy brown mustard. So I have all of my ingredients. I'm just gonna whisk it together. I know some people put a tomato sauce on their meatloaf. I like mine with barbecue. And last, I'm gonna add my secret ingredient to take my sauce over the top, some Worcestershire sauce, a splash of it, a double splash. So I'm gonna whisk this together and wait for my meatloaf to get done, and then I'm gonna top it. I took my meatloaf out of the oven after 45 minutes, and now I'm gonna add my topping. So I'm just gonna take my barbecue topping that I made earlier, and I'm just gonna add it to the top, spread it across with my spatula. We like a lot of sauce in my household, so I'm gonna add some more. And then once you add the sauce topping, you're gonna add it back into the oven and cook it for 15 more minutes. All right, so I've added a lot of sauce to it. You can add more or less if you want. And now I'm gonna add it back to the oven for 15 more minutes. Okay, so my potatoes boil for an hour, and I peel them after I boil them because it makes it much easier. And I use my fork to mash them. You can use a potato masher, whatever you choose. And now I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of butter. And I'm also gonna add a little milk. And I started with 1/4 cup of milk. I'm gonna add a little more. Until you get the potatoes to the consistency of your choice. I like mine not too thick, but I don't like them runny either. Who wants runny mashed potatoes? I think the 1/4 cup was enough. Now I'm just gonna add them back to the heat, and so that the butter can melt. Also, I'm gonna add salt, and add the salt to your taste. So here are my mashed potatoes. I'm gonna add them back to the heat, and I'll be back to show you my meatloaf. My meatloaf is finally out of the oven, and now it's time to slice it. So just slice your meatloaf into portions. I don't know how big your household is. And you can also add more sauce if needed. My meal is complete. I have my very luscious ground turkey meatloaf, garlic mashed potatoes, and I steamed my spinach, and I added a little butter and Parmesan cheese. Once your meal is complete, set your table and let your family serve themselves, and I hope you enjoy. Please like and share my video. Also subscribe to my very luscious cooking channel, and bon appetit. It's time for V.L.C to eat.